Hi, my name is Victor Bart, and in 4 weeks I will go on a 6-week trip from Amsterdam to Norway to the Northcape in my 1965 Unimog 404, and I needed a toilet solution. And in my research for a toilet I decided I want to go for a composting toilet, and then I found Kildwick that has a range of very nice composting toilets, and I contacted them, showed my Unimog, told my plans, and I provided the Kildwick MicroLoo for an honest review after the 6 weeks trip. So this video will be an overview of the toilet and the setup, because it's a do-it-yourself package. And after the trip, after I really used it, I will make the real review. So let's get started to see what the toilet is. And in my Unimog I don't have much space, so this is one of the smaller models that they have. So yeah, let's see what the MicroLoo brings to the table. The first thing what I really like about Kildwick is the material choice of wood, and the packaging is paper, carton, and no plastics. It's really an environment friendly product. And the toilet seat here is not in plastic but in this nice carrying bag. And all the small items comes in paper bags. This is the spill kit, for example. If you scan this QR code you can download the building instructions, but I prefer them on paper, so I printed them out. Here we have the wood package, and I couldn't sort it out on the floor to see which panel needs to go where. I dry fitted the box, and the parts are really high precision because they are cut out with a laser cutter. Included with the toilet we have wood glue, and we have little nails, and a metal box here with magnets and other pieces to assemble the toilet, and here a pack of hinges. So I'm gonna first assemble the top here and just see how it goes. This is the most easy part, and there are clear instructions how to mount this part with the screws here, and it has pre-drilled holes for the nails, so you don't have to worry about where the nails go. Just put glue on it, glue it together, nail it together, and then in probably a few hours we have a working toilet. So let's start some music and a time lapse, and let's see if I can build a toilet. The first part, the lid, is now done, and super easy. Just glue it, nail it, and then let it dry. With building the big box you need L brackets, and you don't glue them because they are just holders to keep it in place while gluing it up. So the L brackets are tools and not part of the box itself. So the box and all the parts are built, so now it's time for the final assembly. So here we have the divider, and this is the main part of the composting toilet, because the solid stuff will go here and the liquid stuff will go here. And if you don't mix it, They say that it won't stink. So that's what I'm gonna test out in my review. If that is true or not. There are magnets here and metal plates here. So if everything works as it should click in place. That was a solid click. And this wooden piece, that is the tool to open the toilet up. And it's now time for the lid. And we need to put the hinges here on the rear. And the smaller side of the hinge will go on top. Okay, the top cover is now installed with the hinges. So it's now time to put the toilet seat on it. And also here are magnets. So it probably snaps in place. Yeah, it finds automatically the right position. So for cleaning you can easily take this off, clean it all and put it back. You can't use hinges to put it up because this is like a smaller model. But it's a sitting toilet. The only thing we still need to do is put the tanks in. And then we have the bucket for the solids. And you put them back in it so you can easily clean it. And then we have the liquid tank. And that has also a cover so you can easily close it up and bring it to somewhere to dump it. But I have an off-roader, so my toilet can be on big angles, and to not spill it, they also have a spill kit. And this is the smallest toilet where the spill kit will fit. So you remove this cover, and then we have this one with a membrane here that goes over the pipe here, so it won't spill when splashing around. I think for an off-roader that's really important. And this is a separate option, just look up the spill kit. And also you get this rubber piece that also can go in here if you want to transport it with this as a lid. So now the tank goes in the front. And you can store the lids inside of the toilet, so you won't lose them. And then we put the separator back. And make sure it lines up. I'm now gluing the last piece in place, and I put a weight on it so the glue can dry. And the tools that you need to build it is a simple hammer and a simple small screwdriver. And it's recommended to have at least 2 of those clamps. So I think everyone should have a hammer and a screwdriver. Clamps like this, probably not everyone has them. Even the super cheap ones from the hardware store will work. So probably €5 for 2 would be enough. Or put some weight on it. So no special things needed. Every screw, every nail, even the alloy key is included. The building process was really enjoyable and really easy. I didn't need any sandpaper to sand down pieces. Everything was fitting in one go. So the quality is super good and the tolerances are extremely good with the laser cutter. Yeah, I really recommend get the do-it-yourself package so you can enjoy building it, and then it's your own built toilet instead of you just buy something. Now you know every piece, where it is, how it works. I enjoy an experience like that. The MicroLoo is one of the smaller units that they have. They also have the PicoLoo, but the PicoLoo doesn't support the spill kit. And for an off-roader, and I think in general for all vehicles, the spill kit is pretty important. So this unit is 33 centimeters and 5 millimeters high. And that fits under the bench in my Unimog. That's why I wanted to have this model. Because the other models, I think they are like 38 centimeters high. But has a bigger tank and a bigger container inside. So you really need to see what kind of size you can fit in your vehicle. But for my Unimog, that's pretty low. This unit is perfect. And also this unit is perfect for a Volkswagen T3 Fenacon fan, a smaller fan like that. One thing that I really hate in this world is public toilets. So a solution like this is a perfect way to solve that, because now you know my toilet is clean and I only use it. I think that's really important. This unit doesn't support the fan kit, but I still requested it. But they directly said it's not compatible, but with your skills that you built a whole Unimog, you probably figure something out how you can use it. So normally I think they have side panels where it's already cut out, and then you install this pipe piece and the fan in between. But this box is just completely closed, so I probably gonna install the fan here on the rear and put a hose, or maybe a flexible hose, down to the floor, and then a simple hole in the floor. And this fan is always on to retract all the air out of the box, so the smell is gone. And where I gonna install it, that's opposite of the main entrance, so I probably don't gonna smell anything. I just realized I have these 2 pieces of wood left over, and that is a good size to make a little fan box. So I probably gonna reuse these tools to put a unit behind here, and I need to go to the hardware store and get a flexible hose and stuff like that. But this fan will be here, and then there's a button here that you can turn it on and off. So if you go away for a longer time, you can turn off the fan. But I also have a big disconnect, so that also turns it off. So my thoughts about this product so far are pretty positive. I didn't see many flaws or things that I would do different. It was easy to build. It was well documented in the building instructions. The quality of the laser cutting is perfect. Nice smooth surface where you sit on. I tried to sit on it, and even with a low height, it was good to sit on. Right now on the website, this toilet without the fan kit and without the spill kit is 419 euros. That's a lot of money, but I think if you build a complete fan and you need a toilet solution in compared to the whole fan project, yeah, the price is pretty decent. Only if you think, okay, it's way too expensive, but I still want to make my own toilet. What you also can do is just buy a loose separator on the Kildwick website. And you can buy the tank separately. So you can also build your own box or your custom box and still use their divider. You don't have to buy the complete package if you don't want to buy them. So you can really see what kind of toilet solution is right for you. You can buy them pre-built, you can buy separate models. There are a lot of options on their website, so I think that is really good. It's not like this is one solution. There are many solutions and many price points by them. Go check them out on Kildwick. And I'm looking forward to sit on this toilet with my doors wide open on a fjord and see the nice views of Norway. That would be a really nice toilet experience. And if you are interested in my trip to the Northcape in my 1965 Unimog 404 that I gonna do solo, click the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.